Today's news.
Aftermath. To hear his voice, it was just a lot of crying.
Abortion ban lawsuit.
It is now dangerous to be pregnant in Texas.
Memphis police reform.
I'm afraid, as a black woman.
Good morning, I'm Steve Cason with the CBS World News Roundup. 2 Americans kidnapped last week in Mexico are now in a Texas hospital. Eric Williams was wounded in gunfire that preceded the abduction. Latavia McGee is okay, and 2 others in the group, Shaeed Woodard and Zindell Brown, were killed. CBS's Omar Villafranca has the latest on the investigation and what a relative is saying.
The group was moved to multiple locations before being found at a stash house outside the city. We spoke to Eric Williams' wife, Michelle, as she described the emotional call with her husband, confirming that he was okay.
He's just glad to be alive. It's sad because 2 other people lost their lives.
One of McGee's family members told CBS News the group was traveling from South Carolina so she could get a cosmetic procedure, and said McGee had been to the region before for similar reasons. But Tamaulipas is one of at least 5 Mexican territories under a State Department do not travel advisory over concerns that include crime and kidnapping.
5 women have now filed suit in Texas, claiming the state's abortion ban put them and others in danger. CBS's Janet Shamlian spoke to one of the plaintiffs.
My heart broke into a million pieces.
Anna Gardarian was only 19 weeks pregnant when her water broke. Her doctor told her she had almost no chance of carrying her baby to term, and her own life was threatened.
My doctor said it was like it's a 50-50 shot that you'll get an infection, but a less than 1% shot that you're going to leave the hospital with the baby.
Texas doctors told her they couldn't perform an abortion, so she traveled to Colorado.
I felt like a shell of a human, but I was just like wrapped up in grief.
Gardarian is now one of 5 women suing the state of Texas over its abortion law. A state trigger law banned abortion unless a woman's life is at risk or the fetus has a fatal diagnosis. And doctors who provide the procedure outside those limited circumstances face the possibility of life in prison. John Siegel helped that trigger law get passed. He says doctors need more education on what qualifies as life-saving.
Texas law does not require for a woman to be at death's door to save that woman.
The lawsuit asked the court to clarify medical exceptions.
Republican lawmakers in Florida are proposing an abortion ban at 6 weeks of pregnancy. A ban at 15 weeks was approved last year with no exceptions for rape or incest. Newly released court documents reveal more about what's at the heart of the lawsuit brought by a voting machine company against Fox News. Here's CBS's Scott McFarland.
The latest emails and text messages revealed in Dominion Voting Systems' lawsuit against Fox News show Fox head Rupert Murdoch expressed concern about what his hosts were saying after the 2020 election.
There are a lot of serious issues surrounding the state's Dominion voting machine.
In an email to CEO Suzanne Scott, Murdoch wrote, maybe Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham went too far. And when Dominion lawyers asked during his January deposition, had you ever believed Dominion was engaged in a massive and coordinated effort to steal the 2020 presidential election? Murdoch replied, no. In fact, on January 5th, 2021, Murdoch suggested his primetime stars should acknowledge Joe Biden won the election.
The Memphis City Council's approved new police reforms 2 months after the death of Tyree Nichols, just days after his beating by police. They include more reviews of police training and excessive force cases, and they require officers to use only marked vehicles for routine traffic stops. Council Vice Chairman J.B. Smiley.
We have a ways to go when we talk about reforming police culture, but I am elated to see that the council members did what was right.
5 former Memphis officers have been charged with murder in the Nichols case. The city plans to release about 20 hours of video related to the encounter today. It's 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.